welcome to another adventure. TheEdwardo121 here, as always. Today I want to focus the episode on getting the minecart track out to the village. Not necessarily completed, but most of it done. We'll see how far we go. So first we have to decide where it will split, and I think the most the best place it would split would be here, because it allows a good track switch between going up to the dam and to the mountain area and switching off to the village. So it would be right about here, and I think I can sort of fit it in. So we'll go ahead right now and I'll start to build the outline of the track. Okay, I'm back in the test world. I'm just looking at track switching mechanisms. This is the model I've come up with. I was going to use a sort of T flip-flop system, but this one seems to work a bit better, and it's just uses simple inverters, but it's quite unstable. I just have to be careful because I've had a lot of it burn out. A lot of them burn out. See, I've got various models. So essentially, there are three actions happening. There's this middle track section which switches between left and right, and when it's on the right, this torch lights up, and this torch deactivates. So they're the three different actions happening at once, you'll see, and vice versa when it switches. So it's pretty simple. I've got a repeater here to try and create a bit of a delay that might stop them burning out, but it doesn't seem to work really. So it branches off in three different directions. It goes down here to this inverter, which turns this torch on, and in the middle there's another inverter there, just below the track switching block, and that when this is off, that torch is on, and it switches the block update switches the track. And on this side it's the same as the opposite side, but it's just a little bit, it's got the inverter down here and another torch here to effectively invert the inverter. Yeah, and it's pretty simple, but it's quite unstable. So what I think I might do is, instead of using torches, I might just use a simple glowstone lamp. Is it glowstone lamp or redstone lamp? Redstone lamp. Just hooked up with a single wire, probably without torches, just to make it a little bit more stable, not as many torches to burn out and have to fix later. So I've got it kind of compact here, but because of the way the track is laid out in my other world, it's going to be kind of difficult to get it in this sort of size. So I'll just have to see how I go, and I'll just head back over there now and try and install it. track switcher system in place. The redstone lamps are all wired up, and nothing's burnt out so far. As you can see, it just switched properly. The lamps on to coincide with the direction that it's pointing in, which would be to the village. Yeah, so nothing seems to have burnt out yet, and hopefully it won't do that. We'll just see. I'm just going to switch that back for the moment, and I'll just run down to where all the wiring's at and just show you how it all happens. It's pretty simple, pretty straightforward. The two redstone lamps are wired down the sides here. The one on the left, when you're looking in this direction, goes through an inverter, which connects to the main line, and the other one just connects to the main line here. This redstone repeater only serves as repeating it. It's not to add any additional delay to it. This right here is where the track is, and it's got an inverter there which comes down here, and as you can see, it all connects to this main line. This repeater is to create a delay just to try and make sure nothing burns out. It just helps a bit, but it probably won't in the long run. And then the wire just comes up here and connects to this toggle switch where it's all handled. So I'll just, can't really get back. Oh yeah, I can get back here. I'll just run through the system. Yeah, so I removed two of the powered redstone rails here on this side to slow you down, so you've got a chance to actually change the switch. And if I start from up here, we'll just do a run through to the village. At the moment it is pointed towards the dam, so we'll have to switch to the track. So once we get launched, we will be going slightly slower. It should give us ample time to switch. And now we're on this track, which is cool. It's all working. And the other side, up in the village, there's a sort of temporary station which I will improve a bit. Put some probably some stopping troughs, or I'm not sure. I'll design something. It just stops right there at the moment. But it just means I can get to the village if I need to. I'll probably do some more stuff in the village a bit later. I don't know. I'd like to try and protect it a bit more from zombies, but that could be difficult. I'm not quite sure how I'd do that. Probably just a better lighting system than I've got at the moment, and a big fence around it or something. I don't know. I'll just run back to show you what happens on the way back. So when the track is pointing towards the village, which I've gone through, it will take me straight back to the shack. But say I was at the village from another means, like I'd walked there or whatever, and I need to get back, and oh yeah, just see it goes here. So if I was at the village and I need to get back, and the track was pointing towards the dam, when you arrive at the switching point, you actually go straight onto the dam, because it kind of makes sense. It would probably be the most likely location I've been at, going towards the village. So it'll take me to the dam if I've got the track in the other position. I could possibly put another switching point like further up the track in all directions, but at the moment it should do okay. Alright, before we finish today, I just wanted to run through a couple of different texture packs. I want to get a texture pack which I think will suit this the style that I'm going for here. Obviously at the moment it's just on the default one, which I've had for the whole series. But there are a couple of interesting ones which I think might look a little bit more interesting. I'm not sure. It'd be great to get your opinions on them, and we'll see. I might incorporate one into the series. Okay, this first texture pack is Adrion's Basico, I think it is. It's a 128 texture pack. and as it would be suggested by the name, it's very basic, very sort of minimalist. I don't know, if you guys like it, I could do it, but I don't think it really fits in with this world. And I sort of prefer details, but there you go, that's the first texture pack. If you might recognize this one, this is the John Smith texture pack. Basically used by everyone who wants a different texture pack. It's very standard, and it's nice. I like it. I think it fits in relatively well. Perhaps a little bit too sort of medieval, but it still kind of works. Yeah, the stone's a lot sort of rougher than it normally is. As I said, it's sort of a medieval style. Minecraft enhanced, and it's a 256 texture pack. It's basically it's not quite the same as the original, but it sticks relatively it sticks to the original sort of design, and it's just a sort of higher res quality, slightly different, but yeah, interesting nonetheless. This one was sent in by Ninja Ripper a little while ago. It's Sphax PureBDCraft, I think that's what it's called. It's a little bit more sort of cartoony. This is the 256 times version, because I tried the 512 version, but I couldn't get a steady frame rate out of it. It was kind of a little bit laggy. But yeah, it's interesting. It kind of fits with the style, I think. It is a little bit cartoony, but it's got a nice sort of effect. I don't know what about it is, but it's just there's something I like it. Yeah, it's cool. And the slightly more detailed texture packs, in terms of the way they've packed more, alternating pixels, I guess you'd call it. Some more detail essentially into it. This is Maraxo's LP Realism HD. It's a 256 texture pack, and it's pretty standard as far as the higher end ones go. I like it, but I don't know. I might also take some aspects of some texture packs and sort of mix them around, create a sort of custom one. Because, I don't know, I don't like the sun in this one. That's just over the top. I don't know. What are your thoughts, guys? Next up is Dr. Frozen Fire's Synthetic Reality. It's another slightly more detailed one, 256 times. And it's kind of a bit weird because, I don't know, I like the glowstone in it, that's one thing. But it seems to be a bit of a mix of sort of realism and cartoon. I don't know, I guess that's the whole synthetic reality. It's synthetic, but I mean, these rails look kind of cartoony to me, and then the nether brick is really, well, it's more realistic anyway. So I don't know, but I really like the glowstone. That's pretty cool. And yeah, as I said, I might mix and match a few different texture packs together. We'll just see. But that's Synthetic Reality. This is the final one. This is LB Photo Realism. It's another times 256, and it's a little bit less sort of cartoony than Synthetic Reality, and it's probably my favorite in terms of the number of blocks in it that I prefer over other ones. And yeah, I mean, some things like the wood I'm not so sure about. At least the forest wood, which you can see down there on the dock, it doesn't look quite right to me, and I have actually used it basically on everything. I don't know, it could work. It works alright on the dock, but back at the shack, it really just doesn't work. But I mean, I can always mix and match, as I said before. But I do like this texture pack. I probably prefer it over other ones. The glass, I don't like the fact that it doesn't have any sort of marking on it, because I look at these and I think that there's actually nothing there. I think I've missed something. So it'd be good to sort of have a small mark or something to make it stand out as actually being glass. But that's really my only issue with this one, and the wood and a couple of other things really. But yeah, so that's the last texture pack. Let me know which one you guys think you prefer, or if you think certain blocks in a certain texture pack would look good. You can tell me that too. But if I had to pick, I'd probably go with this one, at least for the moment. I think it just works better with the whole design of my world. And yeah, that's pretty much it. On the default texture pack for the moment, guys. So we got that connection to the village done, which is good. So I can now get in between the village and the other main parts of the base. So that's another thing I can tick off the list. That's pretty much it, guys. If you have any ideas about the texture packs, you can comment or email me at ed121 suggestionbox@gmail.com. If you have any other ideas about buildings or things to put in, you can also email me there. You can check out my Twitter, check out my blog for all the latest channel updates, and yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Until next time,